The Human Edge, Episode 008, The Halo Effect, Why People Get Judged by One Trait. Imagine two people walk into the same job interview. They have almost identical qualifications, similar experience, similar answers. But one person appears confident, polished, and charismatic. The other appears nervous and uncomfortable. Before the interview is even over, the interviewer may already have formed a very different opinion of them. Not just about their confidence, but about their intelligence, their competence, their personality, even their potential. Here's the strange part. Those judgments may have very little to do with the actual evidence. This is the halo effect. And once you understand it, you'll start noticing it everywhere. Chapter 1. We don't see people objectively. We see someone, we observe their behavior, we collect evidence, then we make a rational judgment. But human perception doesn't always work that way. Our brains constantly simplify complex information, and sometimes one noticeable characteristic becomes a shortcut for understanding the entire person. One trait, many assumptions. Chapter 2. What is the halo effect? Explained simply, the halo effect occurs when a positive impression in one area influences our judgment of other, unrelated qualities. Example, someone is exceptionally articulate. We may unconsciously assume they're intelligent, competent, organized, confident, trustworthy. But speaking well doesn't automatically prove all five. We often mistake one positive signal for evidence of an entire personality. Chapter 3. Attractiveness Bias. One of the most uncomfortable examples is physical appearance. People can sometimes attribute positive qualities to someone simply because they find that person attractive, more competent, more likable, more socially capable, more trustworthy. But appearance is not evidence of character. Important nuance. The goal isn't to shame people for having these reactions. The goal is to recognize when an automatic reaction is influencing a decision that should be based on evidence.
Chapter 4. Charisma can hide weaknesses. Imagine two leaders. Leader A, charismatic, confident, great storyteller. Leader B, quiet, less polished, more analytical. But perhaps Leader B makes better decisions. The audience may still prefer Leader A. Why? Because charisma creates a positive emotional impression that can spill over into judgments about competence. Being impressive and being effective are not always the same thing.
Chapter 5. The Halo Effect at Work. Show everyday examples. 1. Job interviews. A confident candidate can appear more competent. 2. Meetings. A polished speaker can make an average idea sound stronger. 3. Networking. A socially skilled person may appear more trustworthy. 4. Leadership. A charismatic leader may receive more benefit of the doubt. The halo effect doesn't mean these people aren't actually talented. It means our judgment can become influenced by qualities that aren't necessarily relevant to the question we're trying to answer. Chapter 6. The Dark Side. The Horns Effect. Now introduce the opposite. If one negative characteristic creates a negative overall impression, psychologists sometimes refer to this as the horns effect. Example, someone makes one awkward mistake. Suddenly, we start interpreting everything they do negatively. They aren't confident. They're careless. They're difficult. They're incompetent. One event becomes a lens. Halo, positive overgeneralization. Horns, negative overgeneralization. Chapter 7. How to escape the bias. Give viewers a practical framework. 1. Separate traits. Ask, what exactly am I evaluating? Don't let confidence automatically become competence. 2. Look for evidence. Ask, what behavior supports this conclusion? 3. Reverse the situation. Ask, would I judge this person the same way if they look different? This can expose hidden assumptions. 4. Slow important decisions. The more important the decision, the more dangerous snap judgments become. 5. Judge patterns, not moments. One great presentation doesn't prove leadership. One bad presentation doesn't disprove it. A moment gives you information. A pattern gives you evidence. The halo effect reminds us of something uncomfortable. We don't simply see people. We interpret them. And sometimes our interpretation becomes stronger than the evidence. So the next time someone seems incredibly impressive, pause. Ask yourself, what do I actually know about this person? And when someone makes a bad first impression, ask the same question. Because one trait is not a personality. One moment is not a pattern. And an impression is not the truth.
The better you understand how people judge others, the better you can understand yourself. Subscribe to The Human Edge for psychology, communication, leadership, and the hidden forces shaping human behavior. Build the skills that set you apart.